Why is truth, God, consciousness, why is it unknowable? Because every connectation, every thought, every moving towards that understanding, intelligent mechanism to try and contact or connect to this God are simply experiences from God within itself. And that's the whole contradiction. There is only yourself. How to prove that? Well, you have to disprove that. The idea is to disprove all the things, all the intelligence, all the information, all that can be learned, has been learned, and is learned at this moment. All of this has to be disproved. Because God is that, consciousness is that, truth is that, what cannot be proven. Because one eye is it. The eyes cannot see themselves. The tongue cannot taste itself. Truth, God, consciousness is the observer. But when the observer tries to know anything about itself, it's disproving itself. To try and approve yourself is to go against that what is true. God. Okay, let's look at God. God is neither stillness nor movement. Neither still nor moving. But God is still and moving. So these four possibilities are happening at the same time as God. So therefore, with mind that relies on movement, stillness, non-movement and non-stillness in a time sequential way, because one has to be there, this is what the mind says, this is what we think, and this is what mind has been trying to prove as truth. So to remove this approving method of trying to find truth, we have to disprove that what we have been for centuries trying to prove. Whatever you say is a part of truth. Whatever you do is a part of truth. Whatever you experience is a part of truth. Because you cannot be apart from truth, but you are a part of truth. In the body and mind state, you're a part of truth. In the beingness state, that universal, whole, infinite space that you are is also just a part of truth. It may appear to the mind to be a bigger part, but it's still a part. It's still a part, meaning it's a part of that whole jigsaw. It's a piece, but it's a part. It's not that. So you are truth, broken down by a mind broken down by yourself, by the idea that you can understand, know, and experience and realize your true whole self, has to be disproved. And in the disproving, there's an approving from your whole self to give you one momentary glimpse of truth. And the moment is given, the moment it is taken away. And then you try and describe this truth in a part by part, time, momentary way of sequential understanding, because the mind, externally and internally, that is learned and is conditioned and has inherited stuff, fluff, can only understand fluff by fluff by fluff, or stuff by stuff by stuff. The mind apparently cannot understand the moon and sun being one. No, the moon's over there, the sun's over there. The sun shines brightly and gives heat. The moon is a light and it doesn't move, it doesn't rotate. Therefore, they're two pieces of fluff, pieces of stuff. You are able to understand the unknowing, to know the unknowing, by giving up every idea, every concept, every piece of information, every intelligent word, syllable, every experience, every past, every relationship to your body, your personage, your I, everything has to be disproved before you, the self, the consciousness, the God, can approve yourself. And in that moment, this approval sits that what you think has always been bound, free. So God is the unknowable, consciousness the unknowable, truth the unknowable, known by that what is unknowable. Find the unknowable within the knowable. Remove the knowable to reveal the unknowable within the self. And there's a meeting, but it's not a meeting of you and God, or you and consciousness, or you and truth. What is revealed is a meeting. Namaste.